Hi, a very good morning, dear friends, who are listening to this, and a happy learning season with IYSDL, that is Indian Youth Software Development Lab. We are here to present our first video for the first presentation, which is India, our motherland, which is the introduction to our basic geography. And the agenda of this course or the objective of our learning for today is going to be to know more about the geographical features of India, the importance of latitudes and longitudes, and how is it related to our Indian origin or India's position on the globe, followed by the physical features of India and its various subdivisions, and what are the neighboring countries through which India shares its land and waterborne frontiers, and also the trek to remember the neighboring countries around India in the descending order of the area shared. So let's begin. So these are the key points or the key features of India. So when it comes to India, so you always people are very much aware that India lies above the equator, which you see over there in the yellow lines or the yellow highlighted portion, and whatever lies above the equator is termed as northern hemisphere, and whatever is below the equator is to be termed as the southern hemisphere. So the globe is divided into two equal halves, that is the northern hemisphere followed by southern hemisphere. Equator is the 0 degree latitude which passes through the sphere, dividing the globe into two equal halves. So you see that equator passes through few countries of Southern America, followed by Asia and Africa. When you proceed either away, that is either towards the northern pole or towards the southern pole, away from the when you are going away from the equator, no matter whether it is the upward direction or the downward direction, you always tend to lose the temperature. That is why you see the Antarctica region or the Arctic Circle are two very cold areas on the earth, wherein the places nearer to the equator, that is your Africa and other regions, are very much hot and it is more hotter during summer. So that is the significance of our equator. So remember that equator is not a longitude, it is a latitude. The 0 degree latitude is called as equator, whereas the 0 degree longitude is called as prime meridian. Longitude are these vertical lines, what you see, whereas longitude are the vertical lines, what you see over here, and the latitudes are the horizontal lines, which is over here. Remember that latitudes are always associated with either north or south because those are vertical lines, and whatever is the equator is the 0 degree. Whatever is above that is starts with say 1 degree north latitude or whatever, and below that is 1 degree south, and thus it goes on until 45 degrees. And again, these two hemispheres, that is the northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere, is further classified into two equal halves with the 22.5 degree north latitude and 22.5 degree south latitude. You could see that 22.5 degree north latitude, which divides the northern hemisphere into two equal halves, passes through India to various states, that is Rajasthan, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, Mizoram, West Bengal. So it passes through various states and then it varies the temperature as well with respect to those regions. And you could see that India is the seventh largest country in terms of area, which occupies 2.4% of the world's area. So the first largest is being Russia, followed by Canada, USA, Brazil, Australia, and then India being the seventh one. And when in terms of population, so we know that India has 121 billion population as per the 2011 census. So please ensure that the census meaning counting the number of people, happens once in 10 years. So it happens in the years ending with one. So maybe 91, 2001, 2011. The next census is likely to happen in 2021. And then We are also very much familiar that India is a peninsular country. Peninsular meaning, say you have any particular object or a land piece, you could call it, which is surrounded by three sides of water and then one side of land. So three sides of water here are say Bay of Bengal, below is the Indian Ocean, and you see over here is the Arabian Sea, wherein on the fourth side you would see the Himalayan mountains or few other land masses called as countries which are lying over there, I mean, which are surrounding our India's subcontinent or the nation, the Republic of India over here. And also note that Himalayas, which is surrounding, which starts from the east to the west. I mean, it starts from over here somewhere from the Pakistan area, and it covers almost the entire of Jammu and Kashmir until Arunachal Pradesh over here, which is a parallel mountain ranges. And we will see what does parallel mountain ranges mean in the next chapter. And Himalayas are the youngest mountain ranges on Earth, which provides federal or steady support to the northeastern or winds passing through India and then controls it over there or checks it over there. So since you know that saying, this is for extra information. If a country is surrounded by three sides of water, we call it a peninsula. If a country is surrounded by all four sides of water, what you see over here, Sri Lanka, it is called as an island. And India also has two islands, which are over here and here. On the left hand side is the Lakshadweep, on the right hand side is Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Then you have, if you have any countries which are surrounded by two sides of water and two sides of land, that is termed as an isthmus, ESTHMUS. And then if you are in any countries which is surrounded by three sides of land and one side of water, that is termed as Gulf. Whatever the Saudi Arabian countries you see, those are called as Gulfs. And what if a country is surrounded all by all four sides of land, it is called a landlocked country. Proceeding further, why is India called as a subcontinent? Because of its various diverse features with respect to the physical features being the northern mountains, northern plains, peninsula plateau, eastern and western Ghats. So whatever you see over there, we will come to those in the next chapters. So India has varied physical features and then varied all different climatic conditions, starting from hot and cold deserts, rainfall, limited rainfall, heavy rainfall, whatever you would term it as. India has everything. Hot deserts being our Thar deserts in the Rajasthan and Gujarat area, cold deserts being the Leh or Ladakh in the Kashmir and Himachal valleys. And the limited rainfall we could witness it in the deserts of Rajasthan, and the heaviest rainfall being at Mawsynram, that is Cherrapunji in Meghalaya. And it also has varied natural vegetations depending its soil types and its different crops. And then coming to the ethnicity, it has various people, religion, caste, religion, and ethnicity which is happening through. We could see people with different colors, combining colors, race, religion, caste, which is being worshipped in India. And hence we call India as a subcontinent rather than calling a country, though it is not a continent. And you're here to be aware of the seven different continents on Earth: Asia, Africa, North America, South America, Europe, Australia, and Antarctica. So these are your different continents on the planet Earth, and India being called as a subcontinent. Proceeding further, so India's position, as mentioned earlier, India is in the southeast of Asia, that is above the equator, and the 23.5-degree north latitude passes through India. And the name India is derived from the river Indus, which originates in the Himalayan ranges and then passes through India and Pakistan. India is also called as Hindustan or Bharat, derived from the ancient king Bharata. Then India's total area being 32 lakh 87,263 square kilometers, starting from Kashmir to Kanyakumari and from Rajasthan to Arunachal Pradesh. India has 29 states and 7 Indian territories. The difference between states and union territories, we shall come to that during the economic chapters, or that would be covered during the economic chapters. And the capital of India is the New Delhi, or the NCT, National Capital Territory. And India's population, as mentioned earlier, is 121 crores as per the 2011 census. Then coming to latitudes and longitudes. India lies between 8 degree 4 minutes north latitude to 37 degree 6 minutes north latitude. With respect to the islands, say when you are trying to cover the islands as well, that is your Andaman and Nicobar and Lakshadweep Islands, India starts from 6 degree north to 37-degree north latitudes. Latitudes are the horizontal lines, and the highest peak being the M2 or the Mount K2, that is Kanchenjunga, and the lowest or the southernmost point being Indira Point, which is in the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. With respect to the mainland, that is the apart from the islands, whatever is the normal one piece of land which India has, the southernmost point is the Kanyakumari Point. And the topic of Cancer was through India, which is mentioned earlier. And with respect to the longitude, India lies between 68 degree north, 68 degree east to 97-degree east longitude. Longitudes are the ones which are used to calculate the time zones, and India has a single time zone called as Indian Standard Time. And Indian Standard Time, which is ahead of 5 hours and 30 minutes of the Greenwich Mean Time, which is the prime meridian where it is passing through. So the point at the prime meridian is considered 0 or 0 minutes. Whatever is towards the left is the addition, and whatever towards the right is the subtraction. So the neighboring countries of India. So as you could see, Bangladesh, China, Pakistan, Nepal, Myanmar, Bhutan, and Afghanistan. And the water borders with India are shared with Sri Lanka and Maldives. India-Pakistan boundary is called as the Radcliffe. India-China boundary is called as McMahon. India-Afghanistan boundary is called as the Durand Line. And these names are given by the UNO, United Nations organizations, and they are the ones who are the deciding body for any disputes between two countries. And how do you remember the name of the countries through which India shares their border with? Here goes the trick. This is with respect to the descending order of the area shared. You could just remember that BC Patil goes to Nepal to do MBA. I repeat, it is BC Patil goes to Nepal to do an MBA, of which B standing for Bangladesh, C for China, P is Pakistan, Nepal is Nepal again, M is Myanmar, B is Bhutan, and A is Afghanistan. Though on the maps, many claim that India does not share any border with Afghanistan, we do share an 110-kilometer of border at the northwest of the Kashmir region with Afghanistan, which Pakistan is claiming it to be their occupied Kashmir, in which we have this particular border sharing with Afghanistan. So this was about the introductory part of the video, or the lesson of geography on India and motherland. For any questions or any further details, you can note down these contact details and then get in touch with us. So I wish you had a great day and then a happy learning. Thank you so much. Have a great day. See you. Bye bye.